So I'm in my backyard now, about to harvest some Red Dead Nettle. I always get tongue-tied with that stuff. Anyway, I got a little island back here that's growing. Gonna plant some lavender and some other stuff in here, but here it is. Actually, you can look at it right there. It's pretty long. And so basically, the whole plant is medicinal. And it's real sweet. The leaves are sweet. You can use them inside of in tea. It actually feels like peppermint, right? And so I'm going to cut these and put them inside of the dehydrator and dehydrate them. So, all right, 65 degrees right now, but it's still cool out here. All right, talk to you later. All right, so to harvest these, I do a cut right at the base. I don't cut the roots. And so I'm trying to do this with one hand while I hold the phone. So I'm going to cut it right at the base. And this is what I have. All right. And I just put it in my little container here. I'll wash them off and then put them in the dehydrator. And then put it in a grinder, a coffee grinder, and I will have an herb. And I'll show you what that looks like when I do that. All right. Okay, so I have here two options for you if you're going to do straining, or if you're going to strain your natural herbs that you pick, that you forage. Okay, let me show that to you. So I have here from the dollar store just the one that's a screen, and then I have this basket here. So anyway, yeah, these are good options here at the dollar store. That way you don't have to go someplace and spend a lot of money to get something to clean your herbs in the sink, right? And so got my container here from yesterday, and I can open it. All right, I hope the pause is working. So these are the herbs I collected yesterday. I have more than this, and my wife took some of them. But you don't want the bugs and any other stuff in your herbs. And so I'll put this into this big white one here and take it over to the sink. All right, so I'm running cold water on it, trying to wash off anything that is not good. Now, what I would have done, and I'll show you that something later. I actually have a ozone generator that generates ozone and cleans water and cleans fruit and all that stuff like that, but I won't show that right now. Okay, so once I do this, rinse them off, and you can and then I'll put them outside and let the sun dry them out, or I can just put them directly into the dehydrator and let it dry the water as well, but I don't want this much water inside of my dehydrator, so I'll just let that sit in the sink and then I'll take it outside. This is my dehydrator. I got this from Walmart. I think I paid 20 something bucks for it. So right now I have my pineapples in here that I was dehydrating a few days ago. And so these are the outer shell of the pineapple, and the next tray would be the insides of a pineapple as well as lemons, right? Because I'll show you the lemon drink I made. Okay, and so this is what I made from what's dehydrated here. This is pineapple and lemons along with brown sugar. And so this is making an enzyme, right? And so what I'll do is I'll just use the juice that's in here, and 2 ounces of it a day, and that should boost my immune system. And using the herbs here, I'm going to grind these up into powder and use those for smoothies. One of the things you want to be mindful of, that these things can get really, really hard. So if you have a cheap coffee grinder, it could jam it. So you want to be mindful of how many of these pieces you put inside of your coffee grinder. If you overstuff it and it can't move around, it's going to jam it and you're going to have problems. Okay, so I'm collecting all these pieces because what I'm going to do is put my Red Dead Nettle in the dehydrator. So it looks like the only thing I need is just 2 trays. So these come separate from the dehydrator, so you have to buy these trays. And these are great for, so if you make smoothies and stuff like that and you enjoy the flavor of the smoothie, you can take the smoothie and pour it on these trays and dehydrate them and make fruit roll-ups, right? Good snack. Alright, so I'm going to take my Red Dead Nettle and just spread it out in here, right? And then, so I was able to spread it out on one tray. It's going to kind of be pushing the top tray up because you want to put another tray on top. I'm just going to put one instead of using the whole stack. And then put my cover on. Put this on. And so there we go. And then I just plug it in. Some dehydrators have temperature controls, which is important to have if you're going to do other types of foods, because you can make beef jerky and all kind of stuff in the dehydrator. Okay, I'm going to plug it in and show you what it looks like later. When I'm ready to turn it into a powder, it looks something similar to this, but this is not this. This is not this. This is turmeric. This is another powder that was made from a combination of lemon, cloves, and cinnamon sticks. It smells really great. I use these, all that are up here, as base herbs for other things, except the turmeric and some of the other. This ashwagandha, this is good for fighting colds and building up a very strong immune system, and has a lot of medicinal benefits. Can't tell you all of them right now. Okay, when I get done, I put it inside of a jar and label it. So this is pineapple and lemon peel on this date. So